Texas shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins. Throw it up, celebrate some new.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead, as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Denver Broncos.
I'm kicking.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Yeah, you were gone. Oh, yeah, I should probably do that, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
It's weird seeing Aaron Rodgers on the Broncos.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
Yeah.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey.
It is cold.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Okay, you can have that.
There goes Green, past the 20. And all the way home for a Bronco score. A.J. Green, touchdown number 18 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 7-0.
Yeah, I still can't kick field goals. So.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Oh.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Mahomes. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes going to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
That's who I traded
back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage and clearing space.
Kinda.
He just ran them niggas.
He'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
It was kind of a good.
They toss to Ingram. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And
I mean, I didn't really like
it. Confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Yeah.
On third down, Mark Ingram. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Saturday, there's one or two tomorrow we going fishing. If it's warm at like 1 or 2 tomorrow, we going fishing.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes being chased out left. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes flush, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense at Summit.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Throwing is Rodgers. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On play action. Now Rodgers. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Yeah, probably.
These two teams all tied after 1.
I still don't know all the different things. I just know X for if you're about to run out of bounds.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Squares to keep running.
And again, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Von Miller racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. On 4th down, on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Pulled in at the 24. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. It got his man complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for the Broncos. And even 40 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. It's Kelsey on the ground. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 36.
You just see the one where I just spammed X on accident.
36 now, 1st and 10. And again it's Mahomes. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Mahomes now 7 of 10 here in this 1st half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Oh, that was dangerous.
Nice little hand.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he and
that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Yeah, my defense, I can't play defense, but once I get to offense.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly
Watch
does,
that hit.
What influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field. And the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Finding Green complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Rodgers now on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted.
I'm at the
it's
1.
The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes is going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now here's Mahomes. He's going deep for Brown. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right.
No, get out of bounds.
Get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Mahomes now on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Von Miller, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Mahomes firing complete, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 19. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it. Play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. I guess no need to force him when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
He is tough.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be
I thought he caught that and he's gone.
Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Rodgers now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 30-yard line. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to air one out, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. When plays break down, that's normally when Mahomes is at his best throwing the football. But as we saw, he can run it too. Last year, 60 carries, 272 yards. Great elusiveness and speed. And well, the Chiefs obviously don't want him to be a running quarterback. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Eli Apple. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 34. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Christian McCaffrey, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Now McManus for the extra point. And he pushed it right. It's no good.
Yeah, I thought it was.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. KC last year on 4th down, 12 of 15, 3rd best in the league, and they're going again. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
I do not know what play I just did.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go play action here on 1st down. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now a play fake here on first down. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends, attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason, and that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Mahomes going to throw it here. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll get 34 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable, but do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense, but that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one out just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Rodgers now on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Morris Claiborne.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Yellow. All right, go, Lou, lady. Here we go. Right there.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. And this is caught at the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right?